everyone, I'm Sarah and this is Budgetsew, where we create stylish, fashionable looks as inexpensively as possible. I haven't been out thrifting for patterns lately, so today I'm going to show you some of my Vogue Designer patterns that I have collected over the years. But first, I'm going to show you a Vogue top that I made. The top that I'm wearing is Vogue 9204 View C in a size 16. I purchased this pattern from Fabricland from the discard bin for $5.99. It's a loose fitting pullover top with collar extending into tie ends, back yoke with pleats, narrow hem and sleeve variations. View A has a stitched hem on the sleeves. View A and B have a shaped hemline, and View C is longer with side slits. I liked View C's longer length. I can tuck this top into my skirt or wear it over a pair of jeans, just like I did in my purse handle repair video. The link to that video is at the top of the screen. Another thing I like about this pattern is that the tie is attached to the top, so I won't lose it. The fabric is a blue polyester print, so it's a great wash and wear fabric. I bought it in the clearance section at Fabricland for $7 a meter, and I bought the last of the bolt, which was 1.1 meters. Now, that wasn't quite enough fabric to make this shirt, so I improvised, and I used some blue remnant fabric for the back yoke of the shirt, as well as the bottom portion of the sleeves. I bought the blue polyester remnant fabric on sale for $4 a meter and used 3.2 meters of it for a dress, Vogue 8992. The link to the video with that dress is at the top of the screen. I could have made the sleeve shorter, but I like the long sleeve look. I added 2 vintage buttons to each cuff to make them appear to be button-up. The buttons were originally my Nana's and I was lucky enough to inherit them. If you love buttons as much as I do, then check out my buttons video. The link is at the top of the screen. In that video, you'll see some gorgeous vintage buttons. To complete the look, I'm wearing a pleated knit navy blue wool acrylic mix skirt that I purchased from Value Village thrift store. This skirt is a great winter weight. The red KGB Studio purse came from Value Village as well. The shoes are Comfort Plus by Predictions at Payless Shoe Store. My earrings were in a Ziploc bag full of jewelry that I bought for $5 at a church Christmas bazaar. Now, onto the patterns. The first pattern is Vogue 1051. You may remember these pants from my vintage pattern haul where I paired it with Vogue Top 7871. The link to that pattern haul is at the top of the screen. I also made these pants up years ago to wear on a trip to England. They are super comfortable. This is an Alice and Olivia Vogue American Designer pant pattern that was published in 2008. I bought this pattern in a Vogue sewing pattern sale from Fabricland, a Canadian fabric retailer. At that time, Fabricland would have specific pattern brands on sale each week. For example, Vogue would be on sale one week, and then McCall's would be on sale the next, and then after that would be Berta, and then Simplicity, and so on. So almost every time I went to the fabric store, some pattern brand was on sale. These pants have slightly flared legs, are semi-fitted through the hip, and have below waistline contour waistband with fly zipper closing, front and back welt pockets, and back button loops. View A has contrasting welts and loops, and View B has turn-back cuffs. The recommended fabrics are gabardine, tropical wool, and lightweight denim, and the contrast should be made from silk satin. The next pattern is Vogue 1143. I purchased this pattern on sale from Fabricland in 2009. It's a Guy Laroche Vogue Patterns Paris Original jacket and pants pattern. The jacket is semi-fitted, lined, and partially interfaced. It has princess seams, flounce, raglan sleeves with gusset and full-length lower sleeves, belt, and snap closures. The semi-fitted pants have side slanted pockets, mock fly closing, waist facing, and slightly flared legs. The recommended fabrics for both the pants and the jacket are stretch wovens, lightweight double knit, and crepe. What I really like about this pattern is the unique way the sleeves are constructed. It looks like there's long sleeves underneath the short sleeves when it's actually all one sleeve. The next pattern is Vogue 1176. I bought this pattern in a Vogue sewing pattern sale from Fabricland, and it was published in 2010. It's a Michael Kors Vogue pattern American Designer dress pattern. It's a close-fitting line dress with front pleated bodice loop, princess seams, front and back darts, back slit, left side zipper, shoulder straps, and self bows. Belt has self loop and purchase buckle with prong and eyelets. The dress is about 2 inches below the mid-knee. I love the bow detail on the dress and how the fabric folded and pulled over the bodice. It's lovely. The next pattern is Vogue 1182. It's a Kay Unger New York Vogue Patterns American Designer dress pattern published in 2010. It's fitted above the knee and it's lined with princess seams, front pleats, large collar, back slit opening, and invisible zipper closing. View B has purchase trim. The recommended fabrics are shantung, satin, and jacquard, and the lining should be China silk. I love View B, the satin look with the purchase trim. Very elegant. Oh, and I bought this pattern on sale from Fabricland. The next pattern is Vogue 1183. It's another Kay Unger New York Vogue Patterns American Designer dress pattern published in 2010. I bought this pattern on the same day as I bought the previous pattern at Fabricland as part of their Vogue pattern sale. This is a fitted, lined, above mid-knee length dress with princess seams, midriff, straight skirt, back zipper, slit, and top stitch trim. The recommended fabrics are lightweight double knit, crepe back satin, shantung, and linen. My favorite part of this pattern is the multi-piece bodice with the top stitching. Before I continue on with the patterns, please share this video with your friends and family. I'd love to help others sew and upcycle on a budget and troubleshoot their favorite patterns. I also love sharing the treasure that I find at thrift shops. If you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe and make sure that the bell is on so you receive a notification when I release a new video. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Now back to the patterns. Next I have Vogue 1196. I bought this pattern on sale from Fabricland. It's a Belleville Sassoon Vogue Patterns Designer Original Dress pattern. It was published in 2010. It's a semi-fitted mid-calf length dress and has partially attached contrast bow, front empire waistline, darts, cap sleeves, bra cups, back princess darts, invisible zipper, and contrasting back flounce extending to the front. The recommended fabrics are crepe back satin and lightweight wool crepe. I love the contrasting flounce and bow on this pattern. It's just so beautiful. The next pattern that I have is Vogue 1233. I bought this pattern in a Vogue sewing pattern sale from Fabricland. It's a Pamela Rowland Vogue Patterns American Designer dress pattern, and it was published in 2011. It's a close-fitting, mid-length lined dress with front darts, princess seams, patch pockets with flaps, cap sleeves, large turned back collar with extensions, and partially concealed button closure. This pattern includes a belt with a covered buckle. The recommended fabrics are silk tweed and tropical wool. The pockets and collar are so cute. I love the choice of fabric, and it pairs up so nicely with the gold buttons. The next pattern is Vogue 1276. This pattern was $2.99 at Value Village Thrift Store. This pattern is a Today's Fit by Sandra Betzina Vogue Patterns Original, published in 2011. I just love this coat. It's a loose-fitting warp coat or vest that has the upper front extending into the hood. It has an inside snap, bias lower front, and lower back with an attached belt. The pattern photo shows the hood as a collar though. View A has self-lined upper front back trim and side pockets stitched in place, cuffs or facings for the sleeves. View B has contrast upper front and back lining and a shaped front hemline. This pattern is easy to make with multiple styling options, and the instructions are written by Sandra Betzina. The recommended fabrics are boucle, wool crepe, double knit, and View B's contrast should be in low pile fake fur. That's fun. I think that this will make a warm, wonderful coat for the Canadian winter. The next pattern was in the discard bin for $5.99 at Fabricland. It's Vogue 1317. It's a Chatto Ralph Rucci Vogue Patterns American Designer, published in 2012. This dress has a low neckline slit, close-fitting bodice cut in one with sleeve slit, side back bodice extending into the underarm gusset, lined midriff, single layer tie ends, wrong side shows, skirt with side front and side back seams, side front pockets and vents, invisible zipper, stitched hems, and self-bias binding. It has top stitching and edge stitching. I love how the pockets are incorporated into the front seams and also the vents on the front of the dress. So pretty. I'd probably raise the neckline slit and lengthen the skirt for my own unique look. The recommended fabrics are synthetic suede and lightweight double knit. The next pattern is another Today's Fit by Sandra Betzina, Vogue Patterns Original, published in 2015. This pattern was also in the discard bin at Fabricland for $5.99. It's a very loose-fitting blouse with side slits stitched in place, sleeve opening variations, and a narrow hem. View A has a collar, side back seams, stitched hem on sleeves, and front button closing with bound buttonholes. View B is a pullover. The recommended fabrics are drapey silks, rayon, soft cotton, and light to medium weight linen. What's different about this pattern is it offers a pullover or a button front blouse. It also has interesting sleeve detail, and the pattern and instructions are written by Sandra Betzina. This pattern looks like a fun sew. The final pattern is Vogue 1512. This pattern was in the discard bin at Fabricland for $5.99. It's a Tracy Reese New York Vogue Patterns American Designer dress pattern that was published in 2016. It's a lined dress fitted through the bust and midriff. It has bust gathers, contrast bodice overlay, invisible zipper, and decorative zippers at the shoulders. Purchase bias tape is used to finish the hems. This pattern is for medium weight, moderate stretch knits only, such as knit, jacquard, or scuba knits. And the lining should be made from stretch mesh or tricot. What sold me on this pattern is the bodice overlay with the decorative zippers at the shoulders. It's stunning. I hope you enjoyed this part of my Vogue Designer pattern collection. Please like and share this video with your friends and family. And if you'd like to see more from Budgetsew, please subscribe. And if you'd like to stay up to date with Budgetsew, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Budgetsew. Thanks for watching. See you next time.